What's up guys, I'm BRAVEXHERO and today we're talking about one of the most broken fusion rifles in the history of Destiny. And yes, it's available in the Witch Queen expansion, so you need to get your hands on it. We're going to be talking about the best perks for this fusion rifle, how to get this fusion rifle, and what makes it a killer in PvP. All I ask is that if you're new to the channel and you enjoyed today's video, do me a favor and hit that subscribe button and don't forget to turn on all notifications. But without further delay, let's get into the video. Today's fusion rifle is going to be the Snorri FR5. This is a precision frame fusion rifle for the energy slot. Now, if you're looking to acquire this fusion rifle, you can get it in two different locations. The first location is going to be at Banshee. You can pick this up from him when he has it available. It'll be in his rotating loot pool and it'll be rotating in and out with a different set of perks each time. And the second place is going to be random world drops at the end of activity completions or when you're decrypting engrams. Now, before we get into the perks of this fusion rifle and what you should be looking for, there's two things I want to mention about fusion rifles. Number one, stability is king on fusion rifles. Why? The higher stability you have, the closer your spreads will be, meaning you'll get each bolt to land closer together. And number two, the slower charge time you have, the higher impact it'll be. This is why most players want to stick within the precision frame family, such as the Snorri FR5 and the main ingredients. Now, if you're wondering why the precision frame family is the go-to for everybody, well, that's because each bolt on the precision frame is going to be dealing 40 damage, thus meaning you only need 5 of the 7 bolts to land to take down any max resilience guardian. Now, why is the Snorri FR5 deadly? Well, I'm not even using a god roll, but here's a demonstration of me killing a guardian easily at 21 meters. Now, I know somebody out there is going to be thinking, well, maybe he got lucky. And no guys, in game, I was getting consistent kills from distances. And not only that, guys, I put 523 kills on this gun. And I can say that this is going to be the next meta weapon. This is going to be the weapon everybody uses. Now, when it comes to selecting a barrel for this fusion rifle, I highly recommend you go with anything that's going to boost the range and stability. You don't want anything that's going to lower your stability or your range. And one of the best barrels you can go with is going to be corkscrew rifling, because that gives it a +4 to stability, +4 to range, and a +4 to handling. If you really want to go crazy with it and you want that 22 meter kill distance, well, you can always go with something like extended barrel, which is going to give you that +9 to range. Yes, it does hit your handling, but you don't really need handling on a fusion rifle if you run the mod quick charge. Now, moving over, you want to use projection fuse, which is going to give it a +9 to range. And as you can tell, my recoil direction is already at 100. Now, finally, in the perks you want, there's a lot of good perks here, but there's only 2 perks that are really going to turn this thing into a monster. Number 1 is going to be firmly planted. Increase accuracy, stability, and handling when fire when crouched. Grants the following while crouched. While you're crouched, you get a +30 to handling, +20 to stability, -40 accuracy cone size, -17 accuracy cone growth, and a -80 recoil. Guys, that's a lot of benefits for just being crouched. Lastly, you're going to want to run with high impact reserves. That's going to be rounds at the end of the magazine deal more damage. Gradual damage increases starting at 50% of magazine left. In PvP, it's 3%, and then it goes to 6%. So let's talk about why firmly planted is a great perk. Well, in a demonstration in the background, as you can tell, when I'm standing and fire my fusion rifle, I have a pretty solid spread. It's pretty close together. But when I'm crouched, you can see the spread get a lot closer. Thus meaning when I fire at a target, I'm going to get more bolts to land. This is going to result in more consistent one-hit kills and more consistency further away the guardian is. Now, what are the benefits of utilizing a fusion rifle with high impact reserves? Well, the fusion rifle I was able to use has a magazine of 6, thus meaning high impact reserves activates when the magazine is 3 or less. Now, with the Snorri FR5, when high impact reserves is active, rather than dealing 40 damage per bolt, you will now be dealing 41 damage per bolt. When you get down to 1 shot left in the magazine, rather than dealing 41 per bolt, you will now be dealing 42 damage per bolt. Now, some of you might be wondering, what does it matter, Brave? I still need 5 bolts to kill a guardian. Yes, but here's the difference. The further you are away from that target, the more damage drop off you'll experience. This is why you need those 1 or 2 points from high impact reserves to kick in. This is going to give you more consistent kills further away. Now lastly, you might be wondering, Brave, I've got the God Roll main ingredient from Xur. Do I need to get this fusion rifle? Yes, you do. See, Xur sold the under pressure tap the trigger version of the main ingredient. One, it lacks in that max one hit kill distance. Now, when it comes to consistency, tap the trigger is a great perk, but at the launch of the Witch Queen, tap the trigger received a small nerf. Now, what if you have the version of firmly planted high impact reserves main ingredient? Do you still need this fusion rifle? Yes, the difference between the main ingredient and the Snorri FR5 is that the Snorri FR5 comes with a scope and a better zoom magnification, thus helping you in the aim assist category and helping you out with that damage drop off. Look guys, I'll leave you with some final thoughts. I've used the God Roll main ingredient. I've used a firmly planted high impact reserves main ingredient, but nothing felt like the Snorri FR5. Last night, I put 500 plus kills on this gun. I dropped 3 games back to back with 40 kills each game, and all I used was this fusion rifle. I was just getting consistent kills and it felt unfair. If you played Forsaken back in the day, you know about the Rental FR4. Guys, this is the reincarnation of the Rental and you need to get it. This is probably the best feeling fusion rifle I've ever used. But with that, hopefully you guys enjoyed today's video, and if you did, do me a huge favor and drop a like on this video. Also, if you're new to the channel, do me a huge favor and hit that subscribe button, and don't forget to turn on all notifications. Guys, I appreciate you watching all my videos and hanging out today. You have a good one, and I will see you in the next video.